Good morning. My name is Dr. Shopushachi Das. I am from Kolkata, India. Today I am going to discuss on the present scenario of COVID pandemic in our country with special reference to pediatric populations, that is children. So as you all know, we are in the second wave of COVID in India. In comparison to last year, we are getting like 3 lakhs of positive cases every day. Previous year it was at the maximum 1 lakh per day. So this time it is already 3 times more than the previous year. The testing per day is nearly 12 lakhs. In the previous year it was 12 lakhs. In present year it is 14 to 15 lakhs. So we are testing, the level of testing is nearly the same, 15 lakhs in comparison to 12 lakhs previous year. But the number of positive cases have gone up from 1 lakh at the peak in previous year to 3 lakhs at this time of mid-April in 2021. So the second wave is much bigger than the first wave, and the death rate is also much higher. Previous year at the maximum there was nearly 1000 deaths per day. This time it has already crossed 2000 per day. So we are really in a bad situation where the COVID is going up. Many people are getting affected. Severe cases with complications are requiring hospitalization. There is a bed crisis. Many severe cases are unable to get admitted in the hospital. There is also some crisis of oxygen and some important medicines also. Now, this year children are also getting affected more than the previous year. But one thing is good, that till now the children we are getting with COVID positivity, the chances of complication in children are much lesser than in adult and older population. So today I am going to share some tips for you to help your children stay safe of COVID. So speaking about the tips, the first point that I have to give is your children would not get COVID unless you, the parents or the other family members, get COVID. Your children are not going to any school, they are not going to the playground, so they are in the home. So they would not contact COVID unless you are COVID positive. So it is upon your responsibility, the parents, the grandparents who are going out of the home for their daily work, to stay safe. You have to use all the precautionary measures like wearing the mask, using hand sanitizer as often as possible. Keep a sanitizer in your pocket, use it every hourly. Whenever you are going to the toilet, try to use the basin and use hand soap and water, cleaning of your hands as much as possible. Try to avoid going into the crowded places. Try to avoid putting your mask down while you are speaking with your friends, with your colleagues, with your boss. Don't put the mask down. Do not touch your mask repeatedly. If you need to put your mask down, you need to take some breath, fresh air, you have to go to a place where there is no one, put your mask down, take some breath and then come back. So make it a habit of wearing the mask all day long. Don't touch the mask repeatedly, don't put the mask down repeatedly, and wash your hand, wash and sanitize your hand as much as possible. If you do not contact COVID, then your children are also safe. When you are going out of your home and coming back during the outdoor stay, at this present scenario, you are knowingly or unknowingly coming in contact with COVID patients. That is for sure. So you have to keep your guards up to protect your family, to protect your children, to protect your parents also. Now the second thing, there is no proved medicine which can prevent COVID. So unless it is advised by your doctor, do not go to a pharmacy and buy some immune boosters and all this and take those things or give to your children. Do not do that. You have to maintain a normal life, normal diet, plenty of fluids and some exercise. Please keep an eye on your children that they are not getting obese, because they are not going outside. They are doing all sorts of virtual classes, virtual games and all this. So they are not moving, they are not doing exercises. So try to make a routine of some exercise, at least 30 minutes twice daily for your children every day. Any exercise, any aerobic exercise, maybe a play, maybe skipping, maybe some physical education, yoga, anything at home, 30 minutes twice daily. Avoid fast food, prepare food at your home, give your children normal home prepared diet and lots of fluids, lots of vegetables and lots of fruits. If you feel that your child is not gaining weight, or he doesn't have good immunity, contact your doctor. Your doctor will prescribe some medicine if required. Do not get some drug over the counter and start it. That may be harmful also. So one which is helpful for one person may not be helpful for another baby. So don't go about into the pharmacy and ask for some immune booster and try taking it every day or like that. Now the third thing, though the children are getting affected with COVID, the main symptoms that they are getting are cough, cold, pain abdomen and loose motion and fever. 99% of these children are getting cured at home with normal supportive medications. They are not requiring any special medication. They are not requiring any hospitalization also. You can just stay at home, do the test if you feel so. If the test comes positive, contact your doctor. He will prescribe some medicine, give those medicine, monitor the child. Only if there is some respiratory distress or the child is very lethargic, not taking feeds, not getting up from the bed, very weak, then you have to contact the doctor again, and maybe in that case hospitalization is required. But till now what we are saying, that most of the children are getting cured at home with supportive medications like paracetamol and fluids and some multivitamins and all of that. Rarely they are requiring any hospitalization. So this is a good thing, but prevention is always better than cure. So try not to get in contact with COVID. Now the fourth thing is that if you do not have any health insurance, make a health insurance for your family with the children included, because at this present moment there is a lots of bed crisis. The cost of treatment is going up, and you want to be prepared for anything bad that happens to your family. So be prepared. Fifth, regarding vaccination, the COVID vaccine is not recommended for children right now, but from 1st May everyone above 18 years of age will be eligible for getting the vaccine. So if you are eligible, if you can get the vaccine, please get vaccinated by yourself, because if you are vaccinated, if the parents are vaccinated, then chances of bringing COVID into the home gets low and your child is safe from that. So take vaccine if you are eligible. If you are eligible of getting the vaccine from government or from private, from anywhere, be it a Covishield, be it a Covaxin, it doesn't matter. Take the vaccine, protect yourself, and it will indirectly protect your child. Regarding vaccination of children, no COVID vaccine is available for children right now, but you should complete the routine vaccination of your children. It should include pneumococcal vaccine and influenza vaccine, because these two diseases are there which may coexist with corona and worsen the situation if your child gets corona. So you have those pneumococcal and influenza vaccine. which are very much important, and other routine immunization are also very important for your children. Now, fifthly, regarding wearing of mask for children. So, if your child is big enough, or you can teach him or her to wear the mask, it's very good. The mask should be covering both the nose and the mouth. It should cover from here to here, and it should be covered like this. But in case of small children who are not able to wear mask and you have to go out with the baby, then what to do? You yourself should wear the mask. If the child is not wearing the mask, don't force him, because he will be touching the mask and scratching it more. By that he will be putting his hand more into his face. That will increase the chance of getting infection. So don't force him. If he is not wearing the mask, okay, no problem. Wear the mask yourself. Sanitize his hands as regularly as possible. Sanitize your hand as regularly as possible, and avoid going into the crowd. Try to maintain distance when you are outside with your baby from others. At least 6 feet should be maintained. And whenever possible, try to be in an open place, under the sky, open place, or if you are under your roof, the place should be well ventilated. Air conditions, closed room with lots of people, the chance of infection, the chance of getting the infected goes up. So if you have to go out, put a mask on your child. If he is not taking, don't worry. Put the mask on yourself. Take all the precautions yourself and keep distance from others. And lastly, I would recommend, if anyone in your home is being diagnosed with COVID, or if you feel that anyone is having fever and sore throat, pain abdomen, vomiting and all this, and you suspect that he may be having COVID, contact your doctor as early as possible. Do the test. Do not shy of doing the test, because if you are positive, you should know it. You should monitor yourself. You should monitor your parents. You should monitor your children. You should monitor how he is behaving, whether he is very tired, whether he is not taking food, he is unable to do his daily activities, he is having some chest issues, he is having distress, he is breathing heavily. Buy a pulse oximeter, check the the oxygen saturation every day. It should be more than 94. If it is going below 94, detect it as early as possible and contact your doctor. Inform your doctor that I am having some chest discomfort, I am having some chest pain, I am feeling very tired, my saturation is going down below 94. It has to be detected as early as possible. Inform your doctor and he will take necessary steps. He stands for you, he stands for your children, he stands for your parents as well. So the older population, the complications chances are maximum. Younger population, the chances of complication are lesser. In children it is the least, but you should monitor all this. You should monitor the temperature, you should monitor the oxygen saturation, you should monitor the behavior, whether your child is behaving normally, whether he is going around, playing around normally, or he is excessively sleepy, excessively tired, excessively lethargic, and always lying down, always cranky. These are the signs that which indicate that the child is having some problem and may require some extra medicines, or he may require hospitalization also. So you have to be vigilant in your mind. You have to be vigilant whether any symptom that is present in anybody in your family, it may be due to COVID. If there is a chance that it is a COVID, test it. If it is negative, then you are free. Okay, I am not COVID. If you feel that there is some problem, test yourself, test your family members. If you are positive, home isolate yourself and start monitoring. In maximum cases, with minimum medications, with rest, with proper diet, people are getting cured. There is no problem. But if you have to monitor yourself, if you feel anything is wrong, anything is the temperature is going up very high, you are feeling lethargic, the oxygen saturation is not maintaining, you have to inform and you have to take medical care at that point, at that moment. So in case of your children also, if your child is positive, first contact your doctor, take the medications that he has prescribed daily basis, monitor your child, monitor for tiredness, monitor for change in behavior, monitor for saturation, feeding and all this. If these things are normal, there is nothing to worry. If anything is abnormal, reconnect to your doctor and inform him. By this way we can treat and cure nearly 100% of pediatric patients. So do not panic, be vigilant, try to protect yourself. By that you will be indirectly protecting your children also. Vaccinate yourself, vaccinate your children with routine vaccinations, maintain a normal good lifestyle, good diet, good exercise, good fluids, avoid cold drinks and all this, drink plenty of fluids, ORS if required, and don't panic. So I will be giving some more tips in next episode. Till now, stay safe, protect yourself and protect others. Thank you.